Hi guys, and welcome back to another Empires and Puzzles video. Today the three summons just dropped: the Astral Summon, the Untold Tales, and the Underwild. And we have two new heroes, Hammerclang and C.Hulda, that we'll be taking a look at today. So let's start with the Astral Summon hero, Hammerclang. Here she is. She is a rogue class of the Astral Elves family. A small recap on the Astral Elves family: bonus for 1 or 2 heroes, 50 and 70% chance to dispel a random dispellable status effect buff from an enemy who deals special skill damage to this character. So that is an extremely decent family bonus. Gives you the chance to dispel when you take special skill damage. Next we have the passives: resist blind, nothing, the accuracy ailments won't affect this hero, and the share received damage. 20% of the damage received on this character is shared with all other allies. So extremely good passives for the Astral Elves family and Hammerclang. So let's take a look at her stats. Her stats. I think she's a female. 1027 on the attack, 1052 on the defense, and 1678 on the health. So extremely balanced stats. I don't really see her stats leaning to an offense or a defense side that much. So if you go ahead and double limit break her, 1380 on the attack, 1371 on the defense, and 2276 on the health. So as you can see, her stats are not really leaning into one side that much. It is extremely balanced, and that is good for a hero that is a supporter, and Hammerclang is a supporter, as we will see in a minute. And she does benefit from the special boost ether talent. So good ether talent, good stats, extremely balanced stats. She is also a rogue class, so makes her even more survivable. Her special skill is called Celestial Anvil. It is running at fast speed, making Hammerclang compatible for attack formations. Okay, so this special skill never misses its target. I don't really see a need for that because of the passive resist blind, but it can pierce through dodge as well. So I think Hammerclang should be a good counter against a Sha Wu Jing team, especially if you have someone like Norman on your team. Gives you a 100% chance to bypass. So I think Hammerclang and Norman will work extremely well together. So next, she will deal 400% damage to the target and minor damage to all other enemies. So like Jove, you aim for one target and that target is getting 400% damage, and then all other enemies will be receiving minor damage, which is half, that is 200%. So the target will get 400 and all other enemies will get 200% damage. So extremely good hit, especially at fast speed. Then all damage all enemies receive is increased by a whopping plus 30% for 3 turns. And remember, this is being applied for all enemies. So all enemies get minus 30% attack for 3 turns. Pretty decent. So at fast speed, she never misses its target, and she also benefits from the special boost ether talent. 6 turns, especially at fast speed, she should be able to charge at least once during that 6 turns of the special boost. And then that is a decent hit, especially at fast speed. 400 minor to all, and then that's a secondary skill. All damage all enemies receive is increased by 30% for 3 turns. Pair her with someone like Norman, just like I said. They would be an insane combo together, or like a red hitter that gives like E defense down, elemental E defense down, elemental defense down, or just normal defense down. So I think Hammerclang is an extremely good attack hero, especially run at fast speed, decent stats, the rogue class, one of the best. And she has her special boost passive, which is almost a guarantee to fire, especially if she's run at fast speed, decent amount of damage, and that amazing secondary effect where the enemies receive plus 30% damage for 3 turns. So Hammerclang I can see being really useful in attack formations. Pair her with red hitters, red elemental defense down, normal defense down. Hammerclang is an amazing hero in my opinion. So with that done, we will go to the Underwild summon, where we have costume Hulda. She looks like a nurse. I think she is a nurse. Okay, so her new class is a paladin class. Underwild family, chance to spawn an Underwild gem. Her costume bonus, attack bonus, and defense bonus 13%, 24% health bonus, and that 5% mana bonus. 2 passives: increase buff duration. Duration of the first 3 buffs this characters receive from special skill is increased by 1 turn. So that is an extremely good passive if the buff lasts long, and then you have someone like Phoenixa, I believe, to restore all those buffs and restore the duration. And her second passive is when this character casts their special skill, they boost their health of all allies by 10%. So it makes them a bit more survivable. Overall, great passives, great family bonus paired with that costume bonus. Let's take a look at her stats now. 854 on the attack, a bit low on the attack. 907 defense, still low but still respectable. And then 1793 on the health, on par with some of the best heroes. So I see it leaning more to the health side, especially she is a minion hero, which makes sense. If you go ahead and double limit break her, 1144 on the attack, 1252 on the defense, and 2348 on the health. So extremely good on the defense and health, especially paired with that paladin class. And she also benefits from the ailment immunity ether talent, which can be extremely annoying in some occasions. So her special skill, larva prescription, I think larva prescription, is running at average speed, and at average speed she summons a larva minion for each ally with 36% HP inherited from the caster, and the minion recovers 15% health for its owner at the end of each turn. And then when summoned, the larva minion gives its owner plus 24% mana generation for as long as the owner has the larva minion, and the effect can be dispelled because it is attached to the minion. And then when summoned, the larva minion gives plus 50% defense for its owner for as long as the owner has larva minion, and the effect can't be dispelled because it is attached to the minion. So I can see that Hulda has an extremely good defensive ability. You summon that beefy minion, 36% is actually pretty decent for a minion. And then the minion recovers 15% of its owner's health at the end of each turn. Hulda can be used as a tank, but one counter for sure. Xiao Tu, I think most people probably grabbed Xiao Tu in the recent soul exchange, and that would make Hulda less impactful in defensive formations, so that is a downside. But overall, a decent minion. The minion ability and the mana generation and the defense, Hulda is an amazing all-rounder in the defensive category. But sadly, Hulda can be countered by Lunar New Year heroes. Especially, we just had one in the recent Soul Exchange. So that is all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. Go check out my other videos and see you next time.